Hi, everybody. This is Eliz-sha from wisdomseekers.net, and we're here with water, which include Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, all for November 10th to the 16th, 2019. I just noticed that my hair's a bit of a mess, so I'm just trying to straighten it. So we're going to start off right now, and the first one up was, I think it was this one, Observe. And observe, well, there's many ways of observing. Let's find out what they're talking about, because usually the cards tell us, right? So the first card is the Wheel of Fortune. And water has been very progressive for the last month or so. The people with water have been they seem to be the leaders in the energy at the moment. At least that's what the cards are saying to me. And not that everybody has water in their signs. 90% of us have water in our signs, or earth, or fire, or whatever, So, but water is doing very good. And it says they're raising up a level. They're moving up. And that is the basis of the card. And this card has been showing up a lot in the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is all about coming together to celebrate. And what is behind us? Okay, there's the Knight of Cards, and that's change, creating a change. Creating a change, not necessarily thinking the change out, just saying, going to do it, and jump in and do it. But you're supported. The horse is always a sign of support. So things are going well. Even though the change was not thought out, you were lucky. Your guides are supporting you. And this is a very funny card to have in this position, but Nine of Cups. What's just below us? What's happening? What's happening? And that the Nine of Cups is being on cloud nine, being very happy. It's also the wish card. So feel free to make a wish. It is that kind of energy. So what's coming up for us? And this starts on the 10th, right? So 10th and 11th is the Two of Swords. And that is going forward. Not knowing exactly how you're going to get there, but knowing you will get there. It's courage. It's a lot of courage. And you're doing it in as much in balance as you possibly can. But not always knowing how you're going to get someplace, but you do know where you want to go. And the card that comes up after that for the rest of the week is the Three of Pentacles. And so obviously we're going to make it to the place where we want to be. And Three of Pentacles is a card that you're receiving accolades and acknowledgement for the hard work you've put in. And will you do that? It might be that you want to hear it from your guides. It depends where your family is along the road. Some people are lucky. They have family that are growing with them. Other people have to acknowledge to themselves that they're doing wonderful, and it should be enough. What's supporting us along the way? Again, change. This is thought out change. This is major change. And what's it going to bring us? Eight of Wands. And of course, it's major change. We're moving up a level. That is major change. But it's the most important part of that is it is thought out. So Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a really positive card. I like it a lot. It's flying high. It's a bit like this card. It's not courageous, but it's balanced. So you're going forward with your energy. It's high, it's flying, you feel good. But at the same time, you're very grounded. You're doing your deep breathing. You've got your feet on the ground, sort of thing. And what's it going to do for you? It's going to take you to the Two of Cups, and which again is balance. The balance of the yin and the yang, the balance of the male, the female. Everything that your cards are all talking about being in balance, remaining in balance. At the same time, got a lot of change cards. So lots of things shifting and changing in your life. And the last card is change. So take the joy card and maybe can a bit of it, because there's going to be a lot of change. You got three change cards in this one, and change is by itself, it's stressful. But you have also three cards that suggest that as long as you stay in balance, you're going to be fine. So the first one is to observe, right? And so what is suggesting is, when you go through these changes, be the observer rather than the participant. And you can do both, literally. You just want to look at your life from a third person perspective. And what's it all asking you to do? Asking you to open up and become more aware of who you are and what's going on. So with that, I'm going to start, because unless I could do a quick roundup, but it's what I said. You're going to be opening up a lot. Stay grounded, breathe deeply, and it will turn out fabulous. If you allow yourself to become off center, pull yourself back into center as fast as you can. If you can't do it quickly, do it as fast as you can. There is a lot of energy floating around, but the truth is you've moved up a level, which are in the process of moving up a level, which means there's a lot of stress in your life, or things happening that are stressful. And I am ready.
Maria Munoz says hello.
Hi.
Alicia P98 says hello. Maria Munoz asks, do you see me working in 2020?
Well, the first thing I got was yes. They didn't say anything more. They just went yes. So let me see what I'm getting, because 2020 is 12 months long. Okay. So your guides are suggesting that it'll be the beginning part of 2020, probably more towards the spring than winter. Our winter here in the northern hemisphere, anyhow, and they're suggesting right now that when you are working, please do not stress about it, because you're going to be fine. You're going to do a really good job. All right. So they're preempting that. Good luck. Okay.
Tay says hello.
Hi, Tay.
Mimi asks, can I ask AJ's intentions with me?
AJ. I would go very slowly with this gentleman, and make sure that you know what he wants before you do anything. I think ultimately his intentions will be positive, but I don't think they're necessarily positive going into the relationship. So be very careful. Go forward very slowly. Make him earn everything. Okay, because you have something he wants, and that first, what he wants ultimately should be you. All right. So go for it. Do not jump into anything too quickly. Basically, it's my advice. Okay.
Deborah Love asks, will my ex Gemini ever contact me again?
I do believe at this point in in your relationship with him, he has moved on to something else, and it's not his intentions at this moment to contact you. It may be in the future, and that would become some years down the road. He may change his mind, but right now he is more interested in moving forward than looking backwards. And he suggests that maybe that it would be a good thing for you to do as well, to go, not to leave things in the past, but move forward into the future, and to move forward into the future with somebody or something that that you can get behind or relate to. All right. So basically, I would not wait on this one.
Yasmin Fox asks, hi, what do I need to heal?
What do you need to heal? Okay, so the very first thing that would come to mind would be there are times you guys suggest that you do not respect yourself enough, and that gets you into some kinds of difficulties at times. So there's levels of healing. You may have done a great deal of self-respect healing, but it appears there's still more that you could do. And this is a level below the last level you were working on, which is probably a sneaky thing. And hang on, let's see if they suggest a way. Okay, this is a little bit strange when I say that, because when I don't understand what the background is, but they're showing me a picture of you in a corner store or bodega or something like that, and the clerk is being rude to you, and you just sort of shrug your shoulders and say, well, whatever. And they're suggesting that that not that you want to start a fight, but you gently let them know that that respect is something that all customers are due. Not confrontational, just conversationally. But the energy is what you are working on. It's not the words. It's not it's not that you're doing it. It's the energy you do it with. And it has to be done in such a way that you are totally at peace with the situation. You're just making a comment. I hope that makes sense.
Alicia P98 asks, how does Justin feel about me since the last time we met on Wednesday?
He seems a bit excited. He's a bit rowdy. The word that came to mind was rowdy, and I think he's not quite sure how to deal with the situation, because being rowdy after meeting somebody is not necessarily the reaction you'd expect. So I'm suspecting he's not confident in what's happening and how to deal with it, which is with it was a good meeting, then that's really positive. He is definitely happy about, pleased with this. He's talking about it and saying positive things. So it's not a negative. It just, it's also not a totally mature reaction. It's not bad. I'm not saying that. It's just just be very careful when you talk to him again. Just make sure, I guess what I'm trying to say is make sure this is what you want. Because and he does feel like a nice, sweet young man who's caught up in something that's a little bigger than him and he doesn't quite know how to deal with it. But at the same time, it's not rocket science either. So just make sure he's mature enough for you. Doesn't mean in 6 months he won't be. Okay.
Kim Z asks, is my mom currently living with a guy?
So what your mom said was, that's my business and nobody but my business. I am sorry. That one, I think you're going to have to ask her herself.
Tay asks, I've asked for a dragon spirit guide a week ago, and I was wondering if it worked.
Of course it worked. Dragons adore being with people. And there's zillions of them. I don't know if there's zillions, but there's many of them. My question to you is, when you center yourself and you reach out, do you get a name? It's probably a short name, like, 5 letters, and do you get an answering back like, huh? Because quite often dragons can be very the young ones can be very they've got a horrible sense of humor. So it could be that, or if you want something with you asked seriously, could be, well, I'm here, what do you think? What color do you see? When you close your eyes, what color do you see?
Can I give you a cheat, Tay? When I read your question, instantly a gold purple, a pearlized purple, very gorgeous dragon popped into my head. So just a little cheat for you. Just a little cheat.
And the dragon says, and I want a noble name. Go for it. They will tell you.
They will tell you. But if you do want to help yourself name them, do you want to show that dragon scarf and show one of the dragons?
I don't have too much stuff around my desk. Not at all. So
just part of it.
I'm just trying to find it.
Yeah.
I can't figure it out. I can't honestly figure out where the dragon is. I really can't.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of dragons.
Yeah, I know, but where's the head and where's this bottom? And I can't figure it out. I think I figured it out.
Yeah. Can
you see that? So I think the head's right here and the feet. So he looks like an oriental dragon?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, they shape shift quite a bit.
They do. They can shape into any kind they want, big, small. They can get tiny. They can get huge. That is a lung, by the way. A Chinese lung, it's called. L-U-N-G?
L-U-N-G. But your bird name...
Haku?
Haku. Yeah. Go along that line. The
Yeah.
Japanese type names.
Go with your mangas and what feels right.
But yeah, Haku as a name popped into my head. Again, just to help you cheat.
Yeah, me too. It did, but
all right.
And you can sit and chat with them. You can sit and visit with them when you're depressed. They are great to have around. And I used to go pull the guys along, the things that hang down. I don't know what they're called. I used to go pull his
whiskers.
The whiskers. I used to pull on those occasionally when I was really, really down, and I'd lean against him and we'd talk. And he's very sensitive and very caring.
And depending on what you really need, very pervy.
Yeah, they can be. But depending on what you need. They have a horrible sense of humor, like I said.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck.
We can go on forever.
Yes, we can. Dragons are fun.
Patricia Scowen asks if, hi, do you see me moving to Europe next year?
So I got yes, no. I think you have the chance to move to Europe. Whether you choose to move to Europe will be another thing. So it might be that you're not going to where you think you're going, or it might be you're going exactly where you think you're going, but you have a lot of work to do to get there. So yes, you're going to, but not. So it might be next year is not the option, but the 2021 is the option. Or it might be later in the year. I'm not sure why I got a yes, no, but the potential is really high that you will do this. If you don't do it, I suspect it's because something comes along and you choose not to. I recommend everybody live in a foreign country for at least 5 years. It broadens the mind, and it is exciting. Okay.
S Starzy says hello.
Hi.
I was 8-month-old baby. Doctor took me early. I was 8 months premature. I'm assuming this is the correct. Mom had lost a baby before me. I don't know what time I was born. The only thing Mom told me was I was born after 3 p.m. Can you tell me what time I was born? Oh, honey.
I doubt it, but I can try. You can actually go to a astrologer and they can backtrack it to your date, your time of birth.
Wouldn't that be on, I guess, not so much medical records anymore?
Oh, I don't know. You have to pay for it.
Yeah,
but you can get that. You can get that you can get that backtracked in astrology. I'm seeing somewhere around 4 p.m. But I'm sorry, that's not something I'm really massively good at.
A 7-pound baby.
That's a fairly decent size. But it's still, you would have been like a 10, 15 pounder if you'd waited for the next 2 months, because that's when you put on the weight. So I'm seeing 349 or 449. I'm not quite sure what it is. I think it's 349 when you were born, or 347. I'm dyslexic. I'm going to go with that one. I'm dyslexic. But you can go to an astrologer and have it dated back. I think that's a fairly simple thing to do. I'm not sure. Okay.
Puzzle of Life asks, anything positive my spirit guides can tell me about my career for this month? I'm still waiting patiently for my acceptance letter. LOL. Thank you.
Your guides are funny. What they said is something positive. It's going to happen, or it's happening. I think it's happening. Um, they're suggesting that though it's really, really exciting for you at the moment, just to relax a little bit and let things unfold, you'll find that you will be just as excited when it happens as thinking about it. So hold it in your mind, hold it in your heart, but don't hold it tight, okay? And they're very positive that saying that your career is going to blossom for you, and you're going to be happy with it, and it's going to be a continuous process. So good luck on that.
Jennifer Schweb asks, hello, beautiful ladies. Can I have a message for my spirit guides or ancestors, please? Thank you.
Your ancestors say they're really pleased with what you're doing and how you are helping to clear the ancestral energy so that it doesn't go forward to your children's children. And when you clear the ancestral energy, you also clear it back so that is clear for them. And those ancestors who are not actually yourself, they have that much less work to do in the future. So they're very pleased with you, and one thing they suggest is that you allow yourself, and I think I said this last week too, allow yourself to become the medium that you're meant to be, because you have a genuine talent there. Okay. Yeah.
AP asks, will I get married next year? Thank you.
I didn't quite hear the answer, honestly. I think it was a yes. Or maybe I think it was a yes. So I think it has a lot to do with how things progress for you, and how you personally handle certain situations, and if you handle them well, what the words they said was like a queen, with honor, and a queen has to be very in control of herself. So if you handle things with pride and in control of yourself, the answer is yes, you will get married. Is Jen home already?
Blossom 11 asks, hey, what do my guardian angels / grandma want me to know?
Basically, I don't know why it came out, but it's something about a car. To drive carefully for the next 2.5, 3 weeks, always, but especially. and make sure that the tires are in good shape. And just make sure every routine maintenance is done, and everything should work fine. It's a weird car. And if you don't have a vehicle, make sure any vehicle you drive in, they look after their car. Don't get in a junker. All right. And also with that respect, they're saying don't get into any situation with people who are not of the highest you want to be careful. You want to make sure that they look after themselves as well as those around them. Okay, so be very careful of what you do for the next 2.5 to 3 weeks.
Elantra quote with a $4.99 super chat asks, "How did Marquise feel when I texted him today? Thank you as always."
I don't know what you said to him, but what he said to me was, quote, "I felt really dang good," unquote. And I'm sure he didn't say the word dang, but that's what I said. He appears that his energy is getting to be more intrigued with what's happening all the time. He feels a lot closer than he did maybe 2 weeks ago. Hopefully but he from the message today, he does seem to be preening just a little bit. Okay.
Earth Tiger says, "Hello. Do you see me passing my board exam?" Yeah, finally getting a job, but board exam.
So there's something you're not quite studied enough on. And part of that, there's something that you need to bone up a little bit more on. And for your board exam. And you might go, oh, dang, spend a little bit more time on it. A little bit more. And I can't tell you what part of it is, but also confidence. Spend a little bit more time on studying so your confidence is higher, because it's your confidence that is going to mess you up. So put in more energy, put a little bit more energy into the exam. And it does appear that they are very tough. They're very tough markers. So you're just about there. You're 79% of the way there. Do the extra 10% is all you need. More study. Okay. And then that changes the outcome quite a bit. And sometimes just sitting down and writing pertinent information over and over again, so it's stuck in your subconscious, is all you need to do. Rewrite it a minimum of 5 times each. And some people say you not to do that. My daughter has done that. My eldest daughter did that, and she always does really well on her tests. So good luck.
Megan McCarthy asks, hello, lovelies. Any updates on new love coming soon?
So basically last time I told you that you needed to spend more energy on yourself and look and like yourself better or love yourself more. It seems like you've been working on that and you've done really well. There's still a little bit of a ways to go, but at the same time, the energy is starting to open up so that love can come in. So what was a blank wall before is it's beginning. It has the beginning of a new energy right now. Okay.
Marcola Kente, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, asks, hi, will I be successful in obtaining permanent housing through the shelter me and my girls are in?
Right off the bat, I get yes. And that something will come along for you. And it may occur before Christmas because I see you very happy. And the kids it's not like they're having a rough time of it, but they really like the idea of having a space of their own. And they want to share Christmas. They want the Christmas to be a shared event. So yes, I think so. Good luck. Good luck.
Lakshmi asks, hello, wise lady. Would I go back? Will I go back to work this year?
My feeling is more likely at the early part of next year, which is not that far away. It's a month and a half, basically. I suspect that that you're going to find that things slow down. I realize that in India they don't have Christmas season, but it does seem like things are slowing down a little bit. You could go out until you find a job. You could go out and work in a call center just until the right job comes along, and that would get you out of the house and get you some spending money. Okay.
Tay says, that's really cool. I absolutely love those colors. I will pick out a very noble name for sure. And I was already thinking of the Japanese name. LOL. Thank you.
Yeah, well, he's definitely a lung, so he comes from the east at least.
Well, there's quite a few different
versions.
Lungs. There's the Tibetan lung, the Japanese. I could go on.
Yeah, Elle knows a lot about dragons.
I'm a little obsessed.
She was, not so much now, but you were.
I mean,
she has a dragon floating from her ceiling.
Yeah, I'm a little obsessed.
Not a figurative one, a real one, made out of cardboard and everything. It's pretty cool.
Laura H says, hi, how are you?
Thanks.
She also asks, I'd like to know what my new boss thinks of my performance.
Laura? He's not unhappy. He thinks there's a few places that could be tightened up. He says, but that's just experience. And he thinks that where there are areas where you can improve, but he's very delighted because you're teachable. You're willing to learn more, and that is the crux, is that you're willing to learn, and that's what pleases him the most. And he doesn't dislike what you've done. I mean, it's not like, oh God, that's horrible. He's just, yeah, I like this one. And the fact is, you are open, so that you got it. All right.
Diane Washington Taylor asks, what is coming my way?
Well, the first thing I saw was a great big circus tent, so I'm not sure. I will go ask again. So, circus is a metaphor. Most people love the circus. They love the romance of the circus. They love the fact that the circus is it's imaginative. So that's what it is. Okay. So your imagination is going to present you with some really interesting concepts and ideas in the next little while. And you should run with them, you should go with them, because even if they sound outrageous like a circus, they have in them the seeds of your next level, the next step, the next portion of your life. And the more you enjoy what you're being given, the grander and the larger it will be. And that sounds a little strange, but there you go. Okay.
Empress Z asks, any advice for love? Mercury retrograde has brought all the men my way. What should I do?
All the men per way?
Apparently.
Wow. Enjoy. Don't make a decision, obviously. But enjoy, go on dates. Don't get serious about any of them. And keep notes. Literally, if you've got a whole bunch of men, keep notes. Because one of them is going to be, maybe a couple of them, but one of them specifically is going to be a keeper. And you want to make sure that you keep the right one. So impressions, write down your impressions. Enjoy, have fun. Don't get serious. Not for 26 days, I guess. You want to get serious after Mercury retrograde, and just enjoy. That's my advice. Enjoy. Okay.
Puzzle of Life says, LOL, true with being anxious. I will not hold on too tight. Thank you for the advice, Eliz-sha, and my spirit guides. Good night.
Good night. That's a huge one, though. Really, people tend to hang on to tight to things when they really like it. But the truth is, you should hang on gently, not like this, but like this, to anything. Just because it's like driving. If you hang on too tight, you're too stiff. If you hang on loose, it moves easier, and life is easier. So okay. Right. Are we done?
No. I just have to find it.
You lost it. It flipped on you.
Huh? Flipped on me.
Yeah.
Okay. AP says thank you. Elantra Cook says hey.
Hey.
Mellow Yellow says.
Is that more like hey or hey?
Mellow Yellow says hi, Eliz-sha and Elle. Have a great evening.
Hi, Mellow Yellow.
Jennifer Schwebb says thank you, Eliz-sha. I'm happy I'm making my ancestors proud. I feel better. I've been feeling better, more positive, and proud of myself for working on making things better.
And you deserve it.
Maria Herrera says hello. Blossom 11 says thank you. Tay says, I just found the name Chieko,
I love it.
which means child of intelligence and wisdom.
Yeah.
When I was looking through all the names that kept repeating in my head. So I think I'll go with that one. It's very fitting.
Yeah.
Elantra Cook says, okay, thank you. Oh, good. Thank you so much. Earth Tiger says, thank you so much. That really helps. Naya Naya says, hi. Megan McCarthy says, okay, thank you so very much. Have a beautiful evening.
Thank you.
Marcola says, yay, thank you. 1234 says, what's happening for me in love?
1234.
1234.
So, do you go dancing? Because I think it's time to get out there and start to meet new people. And you do want to meet new people, because whoever's coming, you don't know this person yet, and it might be you meet them at a dance. I'm not talking about, I don't know your age, but I'm not talking about a bar. I'm actually talking about going out to a place where you dance, not a pickup joint. You want to go to a place where you dance for fun. Maybe it's a dance club where they teach you how to do certain moves, certain kind of dancing, like salsa or something like that. But get out there and meet new people, and I do think it will be around having fun, and not the kind of fun where you can't remember the next day. Having fun and just enjoying life.
Creating memories for yourself.
Creating memories, yes. And there you're going to meet somebody really special.
Albert Draper asks, hello, I'm wondering if Bert Papoose comes through. Papoose? Sorry.
Okay. So, yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
I understand.
Good.
What was the first name?
Bert.
Anyhow, Bert is laughing at your pronunciation.
Yeah, I kind of figured I butchered that.
Yes. But he thinks it's hilarious. So
it's a new word for me, so.
Mm-hmm. This guy's very eloquent. He said what he said was, greetings, my brother. And like a lot of people on the other side, they want you to know they're doing well. He's happy. He's fine. And he wants you to be happy and fine as well. He's not rushing you along. He's not telling you to hurry up. He says you'll be here soon enough, and but there's no rush. There's certain things he suggests. He suggests that life. Okay, he's very eloquent. He suggests that life is a very spiritual event, and it should be treated with respect. Life should be treated with respect. And I don't know if this is something he would have said to you while he was alive, but he does. He's not actually saying it. He's emanating the energy of a lot of love, and it's very cool because the energy when you're talking to somebody who's on the other side, the emotions of love and caring are so powerful. You can't really describe it because it doesn't happen on this side. But if you have a brand new baby, it feels like that when you hold it in your arm for the very first time, or you look in the eyes of somebody, of the woman that you fell in love with for the first time and realize you love them. It's similar to that. So he's sending this energy, and he's not saying it; he's sending it, and he's also suggesting that it's time for you to take up a mantle. Didn't actually tell me what the mantle is, but it is time. And you're quite capable of it, by the way. And I'm going to leave it at that. He's very eloquent. Okay.
Empress Z says, thank you. You're awesome. Ha 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 ha.
Thank you.
Malapale asks, hi, Elisha and Elle again. Thank you for all the advice. Is Gemini scared of losing me?
I believe so. I've thought that before. But he's more scared of, he's also very scared of his reaction, that he may go flying off and make a stupid decision rather than finding out things first, like kind of like he said he did the first time. So treat him with kid gloves because he's a bit skittish, not because he's 100% sure he loves you, but he's still skittish about his own reactions. Okay, good luck with that. Your legs hurting?
I'm okay. S Starzy says thank you so much. 1234 says thank you. Are you up to answering one more question?
One more. I think I am petering out. It's
Okay.
been 3 hours total with you take it from the first to the last.
Yeah. Patricia Soquin. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. I've got their first names good.
Is there a romantic partner for me, and will he be where I live now or abroad? Patricia UK Wells.
I get a yes. There's a partner. Probably close to where you are now, because it feels like it's coming relatively soon. It's sort of like you look up and, oh my God, there he is, kind of energy. It's sort of, you're not looking for him when it happens, but it's like literally your eyes sort of meet, and there's a spark of well, I'm going to go with desire, because it's not truly recognition, because it's more like whoa, that it's almost like you can touch it. So it's coming, and I don't think I'm not going to go with feel. I'm going to go with think. I don't think it's overseas, but it doesn't mean that it won't go overseas if you happen to be heading that way anyhow. So I think this one is what they would call a grand amour, and it will follow you where you go. Good luck.
Laura H says thank you for the messages. Albert Draper says that was wonderful. Yes, indeed. He a very, very eloquent man.
Yeah, he'd still be talking. If I mean, really, you should go to a medium. He would love. I mean, I could see him sitting there drinking whatever you drinking tea, coffee, whatever, and just having a long talk, long conversation. He's a nice human being.
Speaking of mediums, we have one.
We have one. She's really fabulous, but I'm not going to plug her right now.
No.
Because her eyes are bothering her.
Um,
I also do it. She's better than I am, but I also am a medium. But like I say, she's head and shoulders above me.
Malapala says, or he also adds, "Thank you so much. Gratitude to you. Much gratitude to you tonight." Malapala says, "Thank you, Elisha, and thanks, Ella. You're welcome." Empress Z says, "Amazing. Good night."
Good night. Have a great night.
Maria Herrera says,
And go out with 5 of them if you have to.
Not all on the same day, though.
Well, you can do it in the same day, just not at the same time.
I mean,
Have fun. Just have fun.
Maria Herrera says, "Have a wonderful night and rest both."
Thank you.
And we'll end with Patricia saying, "Thank you, beautiful."
Thank you.
And
So that's done then.
that's done.
It's been a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. I love being here with you. We'll see you one more time tomorrow for air. And namaste, namasko. And I cannot promise you when.
Bye, everybody. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications and all that good stuff.
And tell everybody else about us too, okay?
Bye.
Bye.